Hey everyone, video game lover here, and let's talk about some light gun rail shooting games on the Nintendo Wii. Bang! So, I did a video about the Nintendo Wii and how I like the Nintendo Wii, even though it has its flaws in the shovelware. But one of the main reasons why I love the Wii is for light gun rail shooters, and there is a lot on the Wii. So here they are, and this is not all of them though. So we're gonna go through them and what I recommend and what I'm gonna show you. So let's start off with Dead Space Extraction. Now this game will be eventually released on the PS3, but for a while this was an exclusive to the Nintendo Wii, believe it or not. This game basically explains the events before Dead Space 1, but instead of being a third-person survival horror game like the first two Dead Spaces at the time, or excuse me, just Dead Space 1, this one is a light gun rail shooter, and this is a really awesome game. It plays really nice on the Nintendo Wii. The graphics are really good on it, so definitely check this one out. And that one works with the zapper. This one is very interesting. You're probably asking, so why am I showing off this game? Medal of Honor Heroes 2. The only reason I would recommend this version in particular is for the arcade mode. The arcade mode is a light gun rail shooting, which is really awesome. And the best part of all is you can find this game for like $3. It's a very common game for the Wii, and I recommend it if you're a light gun rail shooting fan. I don't recommend playing the campaign because the controls are really iffy on this game. So if you want to play the campaign, I recommend the PSP version. So that one. Next up is probably some of the most interesting rail shooting games. I'm kind of curious on Capcom making them, but then again though, you can make the argument that they made Resident Evil Survivor on the PS1 and Resident Evil Dead Aim on the PS2. Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles, and Dark Side Chronicles. These are fantastic light gun rail shooting games. What these Resident Evil games are is it's a retelling of past entries. So for example, Umbrella Chronicles is a retelling of Resident Evil's 0, 1, and 3, although the Resident Evil 3's retelling is pretty bad in this game, not gonna lie. But it's still a very fun game, and there's also there's a couple of exclusive campaigns too. So it's not just you're going through 0, 1, and 3, which is nice. As for Dark Side Chronicles, this retells 2 Code Veronica and an exclusive campaign for Leon and Krauser, and you'll explain kind of why Krauser turned evil before the events of Resident Evil 4. So, but these are really awesome games for Nintendo Wii. They're also on the PS3, but only in Japan they got it physical. If you want to play them on PS3, you have to get them digitally. But these are great games, and I highly recommend them. Now here we have one of the most uncommon light gun rail shooter game, and I'm not sure a lot of people know about this one, and it's Gunslingers. This game is a pretty basic light gun rail shooter. It's an okay game at best, but this is a very uncommon game. This game now goes for about $40, so if you're gonna pick it up, try your best to find it in a thrift store or find it in a good deal, because this game is very hard to come by because it came out in 2011. So this was just a game that kind of flew under the radar, and maybe people thought this was just shovelware, but it's actually not a bad game. Next up, we have Ghost Squad. This is a fun one, but it's not my absolute favorite of the light gun rail shooters on the Nintendo Wii. It's a good game, but it has annoyances such as it's very easy to fail a mission and you don't get the best ending, which is kind of lame if you ask me. But this is still a fun game though. This came out in 2006, so it's like one of a launch title, so a pretty fun one. And last but not least is probably one of my favorite light gun games. I just recently replayed it. This game is so freaking hilarious. I highly recommend this game. And it's the House of the Dead Overkill. This game has the world record for the most F-bombs ever thrown in the video game. I am not making that up. Look it up. But this is a really dope game. This would eventually get released on PS3 as House of the Dead Overkill director's cut, and it adds a couple more levels. But this is a really, really fun game. This game also blew up in price. It's now going for like 30 or 40. I was lucky to find this in the thrift. But this is a really, really fun game. There's still a lot more rail shooters I'm missing, so there's a lot on the Wii. That's kind of one of the reasons why I enjoy the Wii a lot, is there's a lot of like rail shooting games. So let me know what's your all's favorite on the Nintendo Wii. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Video Game Lover 58, sign out. Peace.